with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Donnell Rawlings is here.
Uh-oh, I'm back.
Uh-oh.
It's coming.
Listen, that coffee helped you.
It is delicious,
And since
too.
we're doing Yee tea, you know I got a line of tea also, but we'll talk about that later. But yes, let's get right into this. Kevin Hart is explaining how he ended up in a wheelchair. He tried to have a friendly foot race, and he was having a friendly foot race with a former NFL player, and it led to his injury. So he posted 44 and sitting my ass down. I got to be the dumbest man alive. What the F am I doing? I blew my ish. I'm done. Here's what he said.
I'm in a wheelchair. Why? Well, because I tried to jump out there and do some young stuff. Shouts out to Stephen Wiley. I'm going to go and put this story out there before you do. We got into a little debate. This debate was based off of who was faster. Those that know me know I'm pretty fast. Steven said, Kev, ain't no way you going to beat me. Steven is an ex-NFL running back, played for the New England Patriots. I said, Steve, you can bet it. He said, bet. I said, bet. We get out there, we go run the 40-year-old dash. Tore my lower abdomen, my abductors. I can't walk.
Now, I want to say, Donna, I know you can relate to this.
I'm telling you, it's certain you don't. A lot of times you don't know how old you are until something like that happens. Maybe 2 years ago, I was at the backyard barbecue. The kids had one of those 8-foot rims, right? Mm-hmm. And they looked at me right in my face and said, what you gonna do? I said, what y'all gonna do is turn your camera on. We putting this on Twitter, Vine, or whatever. They said, what you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna throw the ball off the backboard. I said, I'm gonna do a 360. I said, on my way down, because I had a rag that I barbecue with, I said, on my way down, I'm going to wipe my face, and y'all get this for YouTube.
Ooh.
All I remember doing was taking 2 steps back.
And it was over.
And I felt like it was a drive-by. I felt my knee go, pow! And the funny thing about it, the kids looked at me. It looked like a Spike Lee movie. They was looking down at me. I'm looking up. They was like, we don't even know what happened. He was only 2 inches off the ground. So lesson learned. You get to a certain age, you got to do those stretches, or you will be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Easy
Listen,
as that.
Kickball, you pulled something there too.
Why all of your stories are negative toward me? Is there anything positive about Donnell Rawlings?
All right, your boy 40. He also had an incident where he was dancing and he dropped it low and then needed help getting
Well,
up.
you call him 40. Women call him Jermaine.
Okay, Jermaine.
Yeah, he don't. The streets be like, "What's your name?" 40. I mean, one time this girl I was like, "We're 40." She was like, "Who's 40?" That's Jermaine. The only girls get
Sorry,
the real
Jermaine.
name. Everybody else get the X.
All right. Well, anyway, yeah. So the moral of the story is be careful.
Yep.
And don't do all that. Now, Tyler, the Creator, says he got a BBL. There were pictures of him.
What? Whoa.
Oh, Donnell, tread carefully here. Okay?
All right, go ahead.
All right. A picture of him and Sexy Red went viral, and he said he got some work done, and he posted on social media, I got a BBL. This is not Photoshop. And so he also said it really lifted his
The
spirits.
streets not the same.
Do you
The
want to see the
streets
picture?
have changed.
Okay. Here's the picture, and he said he's been hiding it, but the cat is out of the bag. So it also could be the angle, by the way. It looks like they took that picture.
Is that Wayne Brady? Oh, I thought that was Wayne
from
Brady.
from an upward angle, and sometimes, you do a little pose, you poke it out from the upward angle, it can make it look like you had a BBL. But maybe he did have one. He said it's not Photoshop.
I don't.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar has closed on.
No comment.
I'm trying to help you.
Kendrick Lamar got a BBL?
No, he closed on a $9 million penthouse in New
Thank
York
God.
City. So I saw when they said he was looking, and he was actually in Brooklyn too, looking for a place, but he did end up finding a place. So shout out to him. He's going to be in New York City. It's crazy how you could buy something and everybody knows. But there you have it. He's going to be living out here, so that's dope. We'd love to end up seeing him out and about.
Right.
In the
I still
city.
can't get over the Tyler BBL.
I know.
joke.
I'm trying to move on past it because I don't want you to say something wrong.
Yas. Is that? I say yas.
You can say that.
I won't say that. I just say yas.
Yes, that works.
Yas, and yas. That last yas was for Atlanta.
All right. Well, that is your Yee tea. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines, but we definitely feel like you need to know about them. They're just as interesting, and sometimes they're under the radar. I know I was watching the Republican debate yesterday, so I feel like everybody's been talking about that today. Somebody asked me, they were like, who do you think performed the best? And I was like, well, that's all relative, depending on what you believe and what you support, because there are some things that I very strongly disagree with. Like a lot of what's happening in Florida, but some people strongly support that, and they might feel like that was great.
I'm sick of politics altogether.
Okay. I didn't know you even really got into it.
I mean, I just, I'm just sick of it.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we have Under the Radar when we come back, and it's not going to be about politics. It's way up with Angela Yee.
BBL, yes.